Alright, welcome to Saint John Hyundai. What I have for you today is the Palisade. This is the Calligraphy edition, previously called the Ultimate, but I'm going to show you why Calligraphy, what makes it different from last year's. What I'm going to do is we're going to start off right from the front in terms of what kind of safety features it has, more than you can imagine. I'm just going to point them out. You can see right in the middle of that windshield over there, there's a little lens. That's your lane keep assist. It actually serves a couple of purposes. One of the things is keeping you in between the lanes. If you start veering off, it is going to give you a little nudge, put you back in there, and if you go too far, it's going to start beeping at you. It is a feature that you can turn on and off depending on how you like it. Another thing that it's going to serve is a forward collision warning as well. Someone slams the brakes, well, your car is going to react to that. But also down here, I'm just going to keep going right down the middle. You're going to see a camera lens right in the front. So there's actually 6 lenses all the way around. And then I'm going to show you inside what that does. It gives you a bird's eye view of you when you're parking. That way you get a perfect parking job every time, just like this. And then down here, that's your adaptive cruise control. It's constantly, it's measuring about 25 times a second. It's constantly scanning all the way around you. Someone slams the brakes on a yellow or whatever decision, well, this one's going to react for you. And then on top of that, you can set the distance of what you want behind the car right in front of you when you're on the highway. So you can set different car lengths. But here, let's go. We'll continue walking around it. You do have the daytime running lights going on. I'll have to turn them on in a second. But you have the LEDs all the way around, high beams, and it is automatic high beams. So when you're driving, someone comes towards you, your high beam is actually going to dip down. That way you don't constantly have to turn it on and off. Very, very handy feature. But let's keep it going. These rims, they're special. They came out this year. This is special just for the Calligraphy. So if you see someone driving around with those rims, you just know that they have the Calligraphy edition, which is awesome. 20-inch rims, as you can see, pretty cool, unique design. You do have the blinkers right on the side. White out, big storm, someone's always going to be able to see you, right? So we're going to keep it moving over here. You got the chrome kind of accents going all the way around. What I like to do is I like to kind of start off from the back of the vehicle, so let's do that. Of course, what you're going to do is you do have a power lift gate. Now it is a smart lift gate as well, just because the car is on, but the car is off. Let's say your hands are full, you can stand right behind it, and then it's going to beep at you 3 times, and the power lift gate is going to open right up. But here, let's take a look at how much space is in back here. Just going to move this. So it is. So you do have 3 rows in here. As you can see, if you take down the 3rd row, lots of space. But all these seats are automated. What I mean by that is you can just kind of press the button. Just pretty neat, nice and handy. And of course you can take them down as well. I'm going to show you one other neat thing right here. So you take down the right side. But let's say, you know, I'm at Home Depot. I mean, the interior is way too beautiful for you to be putting any construction material in here. But check this out. You can also take down that seat right with a button. And it goes fully flat. You're still going to have a little bit more space down here as well. And you do have that cover tray. Upgraded Harman Kardon speakers. Going to make the music sound real nice in there. I'm going to put this back inside. And let's take the rest of it. Another neat thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to point out in the car is, well, in the SUV, is you're going to have charging ports all the way around. So you're going to see them, they're strategically placed. They're no longer placed right at the bottom because your cable, you know, sometimes not long enough. It's actually right at shoulder height. So let's go over here. Check out what I'm talking about. So as you can see, this is the beige interior. Now it does come in black interior as well. If that's not something you're looking for, that's not a problem. But you can kind of see the design all the way around. The speakers all built in. Completely, it's just...
Cards, you have a call line 1. Cards, call line 1.
So definitely top of the line luxury right here. You do have 2 buttons to make it into the back seat. Run right at the shoulder. Someone doesn't want to let you out. But you can also press it down here. And again, once it goes forward, you do have a couple of steps and you can make it right out to the back seat. Again. Now the other nice thing is you can evenly distribute the space. What I mean by that is you can kind of slightly move this forward. For someone as tall as me, could make it right in the back seat. I am 6'4". I have sat in the back seat. You know, once someone moves the seat a little forward, there's a lot more space in there. But let's move it back. So these seats over here, pretty neat. They're actually ventilated and heated, and you have full control right in there. Actually, if you want to zoom in right on it, you're gonna see full control right up. climate control and everything, and it is the captain's chair, so you are going to have those armrests, very handy. Actually, so one more thing we forgot. So those are the USB ports I was talking about right over there, and you can see it's kind of at shoulder height. That way, you know, you're holding up your iPad or your phone, it's right there. You're not really extending that cable up. But definitely the best part about this is the interior. I'm going to put on my mask. If you want to hop in the front with me, and I'm going to show you some more features about it. So we're going to get inside. Definitely lots of space, that's for sure. But a couple of things to point out. You know, what it comes with the Calligraphy edition is you are going to get the suede headliner right here. You got to kind of feel it and touch it, but it feels absolutely awesome. And of course, you got the upgraded Napa leather. This leather only comes in the Calligraphy. The luxury model also has a leather, but this one right here is all about premium, top of the line. Now you're going to see lots of gadgets all around, and I'm going to go over them. You do have a wireless charging pad right here, which is pretty neat. All you got to do is you put your phone right in. Ventilated seats, heated seats, and then the heated steering wheel. Can't live without that. But you also do have the dual climate control. And then on top of that, I'm just going to press the rear button over here. You're going to see it pop up. And then you can have full control in the back. And if those kids in the back are just playing around with it too much, well, you can always lock it, and then you're in control again. You can see lots of storage in here. So besides the wireless charger, this does have a feature called Blue Link. It's hard to kind of do the demo right now, but just kind of brief idea what Blue Link does for you is you are able to turn on your car, unlock your car, turn on the heated steering wheel, heated seats from anywhere. As long as you have internet connection, I mean anywhere. Like you can be in Manitoba and turn on your car here in Saint John, New Brunswick. As long as there's internet service, you can do that. So that's a pretty neat feature that they added. But I also wanted to show you that this seat is fully automated over here, and you do have the memory controls going on this side. So, you know, if you are sharing the vehicle, you can have a setting for seat 1, seat 2, and then that also adjusts your mirrors as well. So pretty much the whole vehicle kind of adapts and gets to where you like it. But let's go over here. Of course, you do have the navigation in there. Now you do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto if you prefer that. That's not a problem at all. But this is what they did. This is the larger screen. The screen is now split. So as you have your maps in here, you can kind of go around and check out the radio, whatever it may be, the time. But here's also another neat feature. So it does have a PA system in the vehicle. So you're no longer having to yell. You're taking that long road trip. You can just have a regular conversation. I don't know if you can kind of show it over here, but you can kind of hear some echo. And essentially someone sitting in the very far row can hear the conversation without me yelling, which is absolutely awesome. It's genius. So we'll turn that off. Now, as you can see, the heated steering wheel, it's nice and hot right now. You do have the adaptive cruise control, but also on top of that, you do have the terrain mode, you have the drive mode. Here's a pretty neat feature, the smart mode over here. The kind of the easiest way I can describe this is it picks up on your driving habits. You know, people have a heavy foot, lighter foot, things like that, and it kind of customs the Palisade to be the most efficient it can be without you changing your driving habits. And of course, you got the sport mode, things like that. But your whole dash right in the front, I don't know if it's easy to see from that end, but here, let's move this telescopic steering wheel around. But you can see that whole screen is digital, and I'm going to show you a couple of cool things about it. So I'm in smart mode, nice and calm blue. Sport, you're going to get a little bit aggressive, but also on top of that, what you got going on, turn on the automatic lights. If I go to signal, you're going to get that camera in there. That's neat. Blind spot, so you do have your blind spot detection, but you also have the camera, and that's on both lenses, and it's right in your vision right here. So it's right there. You don't really have to move your head around too much. Now, we did talk about the cameras previously, and I wanted to show you what those cameras do. You can take a look right here. You have a couple of options. You can see it's got the bird's eye view going on right here. What I mean by that is all cameras work collectively, and you can kind of zoom out, zoom right in, and then it'll let you know what your surrounding area looks like. You want to go ahead and zoom? Let's get a bird's eye view right on top if you're lining up that trailer, because it does have the towing capacity. This is a V6, and it does have you know, the capabilities to tow. If you're going to look right behind you over here, you can see where the lines lined up. Now this one here is a little crooked just because that door is open, but you can see the left one over here. The camera's right on our side mirrors. That's what it is. The other nice thing about it is you do have it going forward as well. As you can see, this is that camera that I pointed out in the beginning of the video. you're not sure if you're going to make that turn, then you can go right ahead and kind of open up this camera right here. You can see the directional lines. Again, very, very neat technology. This is also available in the luxury model. You don't have to go all the way to the top to get this. The other thing I want to point out is obviously, what's a luxury vehicle without a sunroof? So you have two sunroofs going on over here. And the reason why it's not one fully connected sunroof, which is actually very neat, you got these air vents up here. A tall guy like me sits in the second row. My knee is going to block that air vent if it's down here. But on this, when it's right at the top, right on the ceiling, pretty hard to block that. So that's the reason for it. You do have the air going through it, and you do have those two windows. And of course, you can close up or open that shade right in the back. You can stop that at any point as well. So neat features. You can take a look at the slate up here. Definitely lots and lots to see. And when it comes to the drive, it's absolutely incredible. It's definitely something that you have to come check out. You come in here, you ask to speak to Mo, 506-651-9650. I'm happy to show you the vehicle around, take you out on a test drive, and just kind of show you exactly what it has to offer. But I do appreciate you taking a look at this video. Thank you so much.